Hey guys, what is up? Mr. Bomber coming to you guys with yet another Destiny video. And in this video I'm going to be kind of going over what I think personally about the upcoming DLC or add-on, whatever you want to call it, for Destiny, which is obviously, as we all know by this point, the Taken King. And guys, this is going to be big, okay? Now, I could be wrong. This could flop, and I could be totally wrong. But personally, I am about 100% sure that this DLC is going to 100% completely revolutionize Destiny as we know it. And because don't get me wrong, I already love Destiny as it is now, but we all know that it is extremely lacking in story. Which, I mean, I really play Destiny solely for the gameplay and to try to hunt down exotics, obviously. That's why most people play. And if you're like me, then you really hoped Destiny was going to be all the hype that surrounded Destiny was unfathomably intense for a video game. Like, the fact that it pretty much was completely not as anyone thought it was going to be when it first came out. Yeah, it was sad, and I'll be 100% honest. I keep saying 100% honest, but it's just because I'm very excited for this video, guys, because I've got a lot to explain to you guys as to what I'm thinking concerning this DLC, and it's just this DLC, guys, I can't begin to describe to you guys how excited I am for an experience in Destiny like this. I have wanted Destiny to have a good story since I got it. And I'll be honest, I did not get Destiny right when it launched. I got it about two or so months after it came out because friends kept recommending it to me. And when I first got Destiny, I really didn't like it all that much. I didn't even beat the main story, and that tells you how much I was just kind of like, you know, Destiny is just kind of, And I kind of put it down for a while. Actually, I put it down for a good month or so until I picked it back up and started playing it. And it's actually one of my favorite games right now. Obviously not as much as some of the legends like Skyrim, because as of right now, Skyrim is probably my favorite game of all time. But a little off topic here, but Fallout 4 will probably replace that. But anyways, getting back onto the topic, guys. I am so excited for the Taken King that I can't even begin to describe it. Like, at first I thought it was just going to be, you know, the Dark Below and or House of Wolves with like a little extra. But now that they've revealed even just a fraction of what's going to be in this DLC, guys, it is just, oh my gosh, guys. I cannot wait for this DLC. And I'll begin to explain why. They are fixing so many things in this DLC that it is just insane. Like, Destiny was already good, okay? I already think Destiny is good. But it is very, very rough around the edges, guys. We all know that. And this is definitely going to be fixing so much stuff. Like, just for an example, I'll start to go over some of the changes that are well needed in this. Obviously, number one is, in my opinion, the freaking changes to Crucible and how they're giving more even. And yes, we're getting a lot of nerfs and a couple of buffs with this. Most people are so angry about these buffs. Some people are even threatening to stop playing Destiny just because they're nerfing Gjallarhorn. Okay, guys, just because they're nerfing the Wolfpack rounds does not mean Galley will be. It'll be extremely slightly less powerful. Okay, everyone is still going to lust after their Galley and hope that it'll drop one day. Obviously, I don't have to worry about that. I actually just got my 4th one the other day, so I'm not in the need for any galleys as of right now. But people are really angry about the nerfs, but it is much needed, guys. And I remember I watched a video, I believe it was by Rikakis, and he explained that the nerfs for Galley really aren't necessary. I agree, they're not necessary, but I can see why Bungie is going into this and nerfing these weapons, because they are, you have to admit, Galley has been overpowered since the start of Destiny. Nobody's denying that. It has been a PvE god since vanilla Destiny. And anyways, getting back on topic, the nerfs and things for Crucible, I really feel that these new game modes and these new nerfs and buffs are really going to add a new, fresh light into the Crucible that we haven't seen yet. I feel like the Crucible is going to take on an entirely new face, and it's going to become something that none of us have seen before, and I feel like it, because mainly I am a PvE person, I really don't take part in PvP that much. I play Trials every once in a while, and I've pretty much stopped doing Iron Banner because I don't really like the armor set with this House of Wolves. I don't really like the House of Wolves Iron Banner. But the weapons, I basically have just about every Iron Banner weapon already. As you can see, I'm already using Felwinter's right now because that's pretty much a common use weapon for me already. And anyways, guys, and they're bringing the thing to where you no longer have to wear a freaking bond for your faction. You just have to pledge allegiance. That is so awesome. Like, you don't know, as you can see right here, I am wearing my freaking Mark of the Exodus from Dead Orbit, and I've always wanted to wear something that I've deemed cooler, like Thaler's Golden Maul here, or something along those lines. Obviously, I'm definitely going to want to wear the exotic mark for the Titan, because I'm definitely going to be buying that collector's edition $20 package, because I don't know if anyone's like me, but when I went to pre-order House of Wolves, I pre-ordered it first day it was available to pre-order, and I at the time had no idea that there was a collector's edition. So I went in and I pre-ordered the House of Wolves $40 standard, and then found out that there was a collector's edition afterwards. So obviously I wasn't about to cough up another $80 for something I'd already just spent $40 on. So I was a little disappointed then, but then when they finally, when that whole thing with Luke Smith blew over, and they said that they were going to be having those things in a $20 separate pack, I was okay. $20 is quite a bit to pay for cosmetic items, but I really, really feel that it's going to be worth it in the long run, just because you'll have people that are going to say, oh, you know, well, how'd you get that? And you'll just say, you know, I just bought the collector's edition, and you'll be able to have a piece of gear that not a lot of people will have, and it'll make your Guardian special. And that's just something I really like about Destiny, is the fact that you can do these things and that you can make your Guardian special. Not so much that you have to pay, because that's kind of douchey on Bungie's part. But I really don't feel like that's what they were aiming for. I don't feel like it was that they were really aiming for go ahead and buy this $20 or you're not going to be better than anyone else. The cosmetic items aren't going to make you better than anyone else. I just like the fact that they have something like that. Just items that are just like that, and you just buy them with also the exotic sleeper stimulant sniper rifle. That will be awesome. And anyways, guys, getting back on track again, how they're completely doing away with Vanguard and Crucible marks and just adding legendary marks. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Obviously, most people would be thinking it's just going to say something like legendary marks, and then you'll have a 200 cap. I'm hoping it would be a 400 cap to compensate, because you can have 200 Vanguard and 200 Crucible at any given time, max. So I'm really hoping that they have a max of 400 legendary marks to compensate for that. But I mean, to be 100% honest, I really don't spend marks that much anymore. I probably will be. Everybody, when the new DLC comes out, probably spends marks at least once to get something new from Vanguard and or Crucible. So obviously I'll be emptying mine on that deal just to get some of the new stuff from the Vanguard, so I can level up to get to the new light level cap, bringing me on to the next subject of the new light level cap of 40, and how you no longer have to freaking grind for better light gear, because they are doing away with light level, which is something that has been a problem with Destiny since the very beginning. And I can't tell you guys how happy that makes me, that they're finally going the route of like an actual RPG, and like you actually get to level up and you feel special when you level up. With the light level cap, it's like you can simply get knocked down a few levels and become less powerful just by equipping a different helmet that you think looks cooler, which is a big problem for Destiny. Which, when House of Wolves came out, it really added stuff to the mix to where even with the light level cap, you can really mix and match your Guardian to look cool and look how you want. But I remember, like, before the Dark Below came out, it was just like, it was very hard to make your Guardian look the way you wanted and still be max level. Even when Dark Below, or sorry, before I meant Vanilla Destiny, it was very hard to make it. And then even when Dark Below came out, it was also very hard. It was either get the raid gear or get Iron Banner gear, or you weren't going to look very cool, which was a big problem. Luckily, I was lucky enough to be able to grind my way through Iron Banner and acquire all of that gear, which made me look pretty BA in the long run, I won't lie. I actually quite did enjoy that look until House of Wolves came out, and obviously I switched up for the sun setting because it just goes perfectly with the feedback fence, as you can see here. But that's beyond the point. Anyways, I'm just so glad they're getting rid of light, and I hope they keep that trend. I desperately hope they keep that trend. No more light level or anything like that. I really hope they stay with that, because it was like before you hit level 20, you actually felt special when that level up came up on the screen and the screen shook, and it felt cool to know that you were acquiring a higher set of power, if you will, and it just kind of made the player feel special when you leveled up. And now with light, you don't get that effect with light, because it's just like everyone else is going to be just as high as you with basically the same gear. Like I said, House of Wolves really changed it up a little bit and gave a little bit more, breathed a little more variety into attire for your Guardian, but I'm just glad that they're finally getting rid of that. And sorry if it seems like I'm rambling, because I'm actually I'm playing this game live right now. This isn't actually pre-recorded footage. And also, I have not scripted this. I'm kind of just giving you guys my first thoughts on this. So this is 100% not scripted. And getting back to the point, another thing that I'm so glad that they're doing is freaking the whole thing with the legendaries, and how it was getting to the point where it was just so confusing to get all of your legendaries ascended. And don't get me wrong, I am sad that I'll be having to put Fatebringer here, and Fellwinters, and Vision of Confluence. I don't have it on me. I thought I did. I'm sad that we'll have to put those away, but I mean, in all honesty, I've used these weapons for so long, and they're starting to get old, and I'm ready for some new life to be breathed into my arsenal of weapons. Obviously, we'll be getting the Cyros pack if you pre-ordered like I did. Otherwise, you won't have to wait long to get those. But anyways, I'm just glad they're doing away with Ascending, and that we're getting a whole new set of cool gear. And just there's so much stuff with this DLC, guys. Like, I can't even begin to explain it. But anyways, you can call this like a first thoughts video or whatever. But I'm so glad that Bungie is finally listening to us, and it's just like players have really shaped this game into what it is now. And I'm so glad that there's a game like that where Bungie will actually take the time to pay attention and listen to our complaints. And they're adding so much new details with, like, obviously the inclusion of the Dreadnought and Phobos. And they released, obviously, the new Ghost for the voice, scanning items for lore, new cutscenes. The Gunsmith will actually be important now. And just more character development. Destiny desperately needs those things for it to really get pushed into year 2. And I'm so glad that I can call myself a year 1 Destiny player. I've stuck with it, like I said. I didn't join in for about 2 months after it launched, but obviously I'm still counted as a year 1 player. I actually just recently acquired my Moments of Triumph. All I had to do was find the 50 gold chests and defeat Skolos, which was extremely hard. I'm sorry if you think Skolas is just the easiest thing